Well guys, on the last video, if you noticed, I was in the last half of that.
Yeah.
Well, this whole week, I've been pretty sick. It came over me like just instantly, out of the blue.
Yeah.
I got really sick. And so it kind of put a whole damper on our whole week's plans.
Yeah. And today is the first day that you're actually like up and dressed and moving around, so.
Yeah, I've been in my pajamas just hating life.
Yeah, stuck in Thunderdome on the couch.
Yeah, for the past like 3 days.
Yeah.
So we did have some big plans for you guys on this video, but as you guys know, sickness takes over sometimes and ruins things, but that's okay.
Yeah.
While I was out for the count kind of a thing, Roxanne did do a lot of work.
I did, yes.
She got a lot done.
Yes. Well, I did do the second coat of primer in Wyatt's bedroom, and it looks so good in here, and it's ready for his actual paint now. So hopefully get that done here real soon. In Wyatt's bathroom, I've got most of it puttied and taped. I just have to do the corners still. Haven't made it that far. Hopefully we can get that done today too. That would be nice. So we can start doing the primer in here. So the most exciting thing I have done is painted our room, actually primered our room. It looks so good in here. I'm so excited.
Yep, while I was sick and on death's bed. It felt like it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roxanne got our entire room finished with the last coat of the drywall.
Putty, yeah.
The putty,
Yeah.
Drywall mudding.
Uh-huh.
And she primered it all.
Yes.
And it looks so good, babe.
Yeah, it's very motivational, if you could
Yeah.
say that, to keep going, because...
Got the final, or the first coat of this, right? You got one more coat of this?
Yes, I want to do one more coat of primer, and then we're ready for paint.
Yeah, as you guys can
nice.
see, there's a little bit blue, a little bit showing through, but that's okay. Because there's one more coat going to be on here.
Yeah, and it'll look like Wyatt's room.
Yeah. So she got a lot done while I was sick. She was in here, as you guys seen maybe in our last video, she was getting it. You know, she was just busy.
Yeah, I spent 2 days in here by myself.
Yeah, while I was sick, like I said already.
Yeah.
But good job, babe. I really appreciate that. She worked really hard. We did have a lot of comments in the past couple videos, and we keep forgetting to mention this to you guys, even though I think we've mentioned it in the past.
Yeah.
Very similar about this, but you guys keep wondering what we're going to be doing up here in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right? So, no, we are not doing drywall on the ceiling.
Yes.
Our first initial plan, way back when, was the bedrooms were going to have drywall in them.
Mm-hmm. In the bathrooms.
In the bathrooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's still happening in the bathrooms, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. But Roxanne and myself, we talked, and we think we're going to go with more of a cabin-y feel. So we're going to be doing some type of wood on top of the ceiling.
Yeah.
We are not 100% sure exactly the size, the type, anything yet.
Colors, anything.
Color, nothing, but that's what we planned out, is we're going to be getting some wood. I don't know if it's going to be shiplap. I don't know if it's going to be tongue and groove. I don't know if it's going to be regular planks put next to each other.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure that out. But if you guys are wondering, it's not a big secret what's going on the ceiling. Because I've heard or seen comments about that. Is it a big secret?
Yeah, or did we just forget to put drywall up?
Yeah,
no, we didn't just forget.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
But we do have plans for that. We're just figuring it out. See what's cost effective for what we want.
Yeah.
And it just, everything takes time. But I'm happy right this very moment that the insulation's up. And it feels so nice in here.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the insulation is doing its job. And we're just going to have to see where we go from here. We're investigating. We're researching.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. So also, today, I received from UPS something I've been waiting for the past like month and a half or so. That is very exciting. And I think you guys are going to be just as excited to see this thing as I am. And I can't wait to show it to you guys, but it's a little bit of a surprise, just a little tiny bit. So stick with us, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe, all that stuff, so you don't miss out of what I'm talking about.
Yes, it's exciting.
You're gonna love it, I'm telling you. So even though the week kind of got set back a little bit, we do have some things we want to get done today. that we can still do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get on that, guys. So let's get it.
Yeah.
All right. In the big town. The big city life here, guys.
We're like in Reno, the big city.
The biggest little city.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of Vegas. We are at one of our local hardware stores. We got to get some stuff today to work on the house.
Yes, exciting stuff.
We were planning on doing this somewhere else, but this is a better place than any, so
Yeah.
let's get it, guys.
Yeah.
Looks like you're looking at paint. Out of all these colors, Roxanne picked one you're gonna have to wait to see. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done inside the store. We don't like filming in there too much, but Roxanne's already getting some stuff in the car.
Yes, our paint.
Some paint. She's been waiting patiently for this day, guys.
Yes, and actually I've had the colors kind of picked out for a while now, which is like half the battle. So that's pretty good. I'm excited.
It's gonna look nice, guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited too. Well, we're back.
Yes.
And as you can see, we got a lot more stuff.
Yeah, we had to make a pit stop at our local Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to get some stuff for the house, but we got what we really wanted to go there for, which was the paint.
Well, that was the main objective, but I also wanted to go to Walmart today because I wanted to get this.
Yeah, we needed a new coffee pot pretty bad. And we bought a microwave, a small one for the house for now, so we don't have to use the trailer one anymore.
Yeah, because soon, guys, we won't be sleeping in that trailer anymore, and there won't be
Isn't that right there? There'll be no more need.
Yes. Oh.
All right, so we put all the groceries away, and now Roxanne's already grabbing the paint. She's ready to go.
I'm ready, yes.
And while she does that, I'm gonna be doing something else that should have been done a long time ago, but we weren't ready to do it. And we decided, you know, let's just get it done. Get some feeling in here of how it's really gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be putting our door on. Roxanne's been wanting this door on for a while so we can get a true feel without seeing through anything. And since I didn't let you guys see how I put in Wyatt's door, I figured I'd put this one in and show you guys how actual easy it is to put in. So Wyatt's was the first door, pre-hung door that I ever installed. And so this will be number 2 for me. And it's fairly easy, surprisingly. I didn't realize how easy they were until I did one. Just make sure you cut, and I cut it correctly, which is nice. Just line it in, and you gotta level it out. That's what I got shims for. So I'm just using regular wood shims. They're like $2 at the hardware store. And these things, if you guys don't know, they're real thin on one side, you know, shims. And you shim them in the door, and it tightens the door around the frame. Make sure it's level, and then you can screw it all in and hold it in place. And it makes it very easy to do so.
On our trip into town today, we got our paint, as you guys know. And I guess I'll show you guys what color I'm gonna paint Wyatt's bedroom. Might not look super good on camera, but it's like a a very, very light gray. It's kind of like, looks white, but it's like a light gray. I picked that color because I'm gonna paint Wyatt's room just a little bit different than the rest of the house. I'm also going to paint his bathroom the same color. So I ended up getting 2 gallons of that. I think that's more than enough to cover all of this. And just so you guys know as well, I do have some really big plans for Wyatt's bedroom. But just for right now, I'm gonna paint it this light gray color. I mean, that's gonna be the color of his room. But I have other things I'm gonna do in here as well, but those will come in time, guys. This is kind of a better look at it. When I first opened it up, it kind of looks like it's almost like an off green kind of color, but I know it's a light gray. Obviously paint changes when it dries, so. But I'm super excited to actually get to paint his room because we are this much closer, guys, to being able to sleep inside our house, which is very exciting stuff. Oh, yes. The kitten is hanging out in here with me while I paint. She's been following me around everywhere these past couple days working. I definitely don't want her to step in that paint, kitty.
Pretty level. Pretty level if you ask me, guys. Already. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just shimming this to hold it in place so I can open the door. Because you got to make sure it's level, you know, this way and this way. So you don't want the door to go, you know, swing and open when you open it because it's leaned this way. And you don't want it to come slamming shut if it's leaned this way, and you don't want the door to be out of whack. And so when I was watching some videos on how to do this, you basically shim all around. Like in Wyatt's, I had like 2 shims on top and like 3 shims going down. And then that's where I'm gonna screw in, is right through the shim. And that way they can't move and fall out ever. And Wyatt's door is solid. So I think it's gonna work out really good with this door too. So I don't want this thing to move, so I can open this door and get on the other side and work on the other side too. All right, don't fall apart on me, door. All right, you're rubbing, so obviously I gotta fix something already. So it's probably lean that way just to, gotta double check. Slowly. All right. See how it's lined up flush on both sides? It's so nice. But it is moving just a little tiny bit. When the door is closed, you don't want it even to open, you just want it to sit there, which means it's level. So I think it needs to go that way just a little tiny bit. Gotta be careful though, because it's only being held in there by these shims. You don't want it to mess up on you. That's really weird. But look at that. I mean, that looks pretty level to me. I'm not gonna touch it. Am I wrong? That's like dead on. Let me put some shims here so it won't move. Tighten it up. You guys that have done this a bunch, you're probably laughing at me right now. You're probably like, look at this guy. Can't even shim a door. No. All right, there we go. That should hold it now. Another thing I noticed is the gapping was small here and then it got really wide here. And so I stuck a shim right here, all the way in almost. And that brought this corner up. Because you guys got to remember, With doors like this, they're like free hanging. They're just 3 sides, like the 2 sides and the top. And so they do this all the time, right? And so if you move this one in, it moves it up. It does like that kind of stuff. And that's where you got to really use your level and make sure everything is plumb and square. And it could honestly be a pain. See, now the door's rubbing. So now I gotta move this one over. It's a tedious process, but when it's all done, you feel so happy. Like on Wyatt's door, when you heard it click, close, it's all click, like perfect. I was like, oh, that's the sound I wanted to hear. One of the things I didn't even think about before was whenever you screw these in, it's a good, I guess, practice to put the screws behind where the door sits, so when the door's closed you don't see them. And so that's what I've been doing. Now I do want to say there are many different ways to hang a pre-hung door. This is not the only way. This is one way. Square it out with a level, make sure it's plumb, and screw it in. They have like hangers for them. They have all these different methods I found online how to do these things. And this is the way that works out for me. And like I said, with Wyatt's door, it's very solid and it came out so good. So I just decided to do it the same way for our door. But if you do it a different way or have done it a different way, or think this is the worst way or whatever, that's fine. There are plenty ways to do it. No one way is like the absolute correct from what I've researched and found out. So it's whatever way works for you.
I will say, doing this painting, like actual paint and not just drywall primer, was so much easier and so much smoother putting on. I didn't have to like gulp it on there, and it just was very nice. Unlike the drywall paint, I was putting that on and the drywall just sucked that up. So I'm really glad that I did 2 coats of primer, because I think I'm only gonna need 1 coat of paint. But look at it, guys. It's hard to see it on camera, and the lighting today, it's a little bit later in the day, and the lighting in here really sucks. So it's hard to see the color of the paint, but I mean, you guys can tell the difference. This is primer wall. That's the paint. Primer and paint. So there is a gray tint to it. Right now in this kind of lighting, it looks a little green, but I'm sure when it dries, it will change, because that's just what paint does. But it looks so nice. I like it. And I went ahead and went with the satin finish, because these are smooth walls. We don't have textured walls. And semi-gloss, you know, it's kind of glossy, so it kind of reflects the light. And I really like the look of satin. It just looks really nice.
I do know that a lot of people take the doors off when they do this. But I didn't really like doing that. So I gotta do it the harder way. And you wanna do it like this too, guys. In between, you wanna put them in like this, so it makes a flat surface, right? Because if you put just one in, the door jamb wants to tweak, because this is curved or angled down or to the side, right? So when you put 2 in, it makes it flat, because these are cut the same. So it's an even space rather than it getting tweaked over, you know. I might need to call Roxanne for help for this one just for a second though, but she's busy painting right now. Actually, I'm gonna go get her help real quick. Guess who's here to help for a second, guys? So hold right about right there. Just so I can get this one in. Pull out. No, not all the way up. Not all the way. Not all the way. Thank you, baby. Pretty level, I would say. Good to go. We can screw in this side. All these shims. And so another thing too that I learned from videos on YouTube is, I know I said it already, but you want to, where the shims are at is where you want to throw a screw at. So like I'll throw a screw right here to hold these shims in. I'll do one here, so on and so forth, all the way down, and some up here. I have probably another shim right here, just for spacing wise, so it doesn't go up, see? And that's all there is to it, guys. Let me get doing that. And then let's put that doorknob on and we'll be golden. Alright.
So I was sitting here painting and I was thinking to myself, I remember all the times I've painted Wyatt's room, from when he was a baby to when he became a toddler, and then when we moved into our last house in Vegas. I didn't really paint his room in there, but I remember thinking about how his room should be. And man, I have never, if you think about it, we built his room. And now I'm painting it, you know? It's like, I don't know, just one of those sentimental things, I guess, but it looks so nice. This is a totally different color than I've ever painted any of his rooms. I think when he was a baby, his room was kind of like this like sea foam, like green color. It was really a pretty color, and I love that color because it just looks so good with his red hair in his room. It was a nice color. And then I painted it when he became a toddler. I did like a two-tone color. Like I did it like 3 feet up was like a red. And then the top part I think was blue. And then I did like this wallpaper, Star Wars themed wallpaper. I did his room up in Star Wars. So, cause he was really into that when he was like 3 or 4 years old. Even up to 5 he was into Star Wars. So that was probably the coolest room I think he ever had. Like the look of it and the feel in there, it was nice. But pretty impressive. We actually built his room this time, so I hope he recognizes that.
Only thing left now, guys, is install this door handle, which I already did on Wyatt's door before too. We're using the same one on our door, so they match. And I think it looks so nice, especially with the paint that Roxanne has picked out, which you guys are gonna have to watch and see what that is. But it looks so nice and everything is gonna match, and I'm so excited for it. The lighting's starting to work against us, guys. I'm gonna make this fast, but it's pretty easy to install doorknobs. I'm sure you guys have done it multiple times like myself. I used to do this as part of my job, installing door locks back in Vegas. Let's make sure everything lines up and works. Good to go.
I got it all done. And I apologize guys, but the lighting in here, it is terrible right now because it's a little bit later in the day. Normally we like to get things done before Wyatt gets home, but we were stuck in town a little bit longer than we planned, so we didn't get started till a little bit later, so it's kind of dark. But I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's all painted.
Okay, now for the final test. Does it close? Did you guys hear that? Good stuff, guys. I'm so happy. There's actually a door to our bedroom. Take a gander. The master bedroom door. Come check out our door.
Ooh, a door.
I know, we actually have a door.
I know, that's a good thing.
Watch and close it.
All right, I'll go in the inside first.
It's like super tight, which is so nice. There's like no jiggle on it. But look guys. Like almost no jiggle. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Go ahead, you want to close it again, no lie.
Well, I want to close it and like step back in the room and get a feel for our room.
And then
We have another room. We have a 2-bedroom house now, guys.
don't lie, you guys love the sound of that click on that
Yeah,
door.
I do. That's a long missed click on the door.
Yep. I know. I can't wait. We're waiting for our lights, guys.
Yes.
Once we get lights in the room, it won't be so dark in here. We're gonna be doing that soon, hopefully.
I will say the lighting over on this side of the house is a lot better than in Wyatt's room.
Yeah, I don't know why, because
The
the
trees.
sun's like over there.
I know, but Wyatt's room is more towards the tree side. Than
Yeah,
our
I
room.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll be going to town. We got to get some ceiling fans. We're gonna get some with lights in it for the bedrooms.
Or like we say, the big city.
Yeah, the big city.
Yeah.
And we did have that on the list of things to do this week, guys. But as we said earlier in the video, you know, just it didn't pan out.
that way, and that's okay.
So that's all right though.
We still made progress on the house, which is,
We did.
I think, important, and you made a full recovery.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
Like I don't even feel sick anymore,
Yeah.
which is
So-
fantastic.
Which
So
is even better.
yeah, but it is way late, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for being here for this video today. We appreciate you, and we will catch you all on the next one. Bye.
Bye.